Welcome, adventurers. This is Dragooned for the PlayStation 4, sort of an all-stars battle royale version of Canadian developer Dragoon Entertainment's action RPGs.
Yes, from Demon... So yes, the Demon Rush guy.
Yep.
Well, first of all, I was against this game, but then I saw the Dragon Wizard, and I became, oh my god.
Look at how he runs.
I am pro Dragon Wizard. That is...
It's all about managing the cooldown timers in the lower right.
Okay, so a platformer with cooldown timers that you have to manage sounds really interesting, but also...
It is! That's the thing about this developer's games. They are very interesting.
Sorry.
Oh.
I shouldn't laugh at my husband during Pride Month.
Okay, now I'm playing as Brooks Crack Tackle from the Demon Rush, everyone's favorite character. This has an endless dungeon mode, it has a skirmish mode, and despite the looks, this is only single player. At first I thought this was a Smash Brothers style multiplayer game, but no such luck, unfortunately. Brooks, no! Brooks!
Krungling says this really pushes the Jaguar to its limits.
It does. This is the best Jaguar CD game that was never released.
Is this a new Pokemon prototype?
Man, they were going in a real different direction.
Wow, it looks like shit. Get your medicine!
There, I got it.
That's also like America.
Does she have a Keyblade? Or is that an
Stop!
axe?
Stop falling through the ground! Danny!
Oh, I got all my characters back.
Oh, Pound's back. Oh, the dragon is named Pound? That's
Down,
good.
up, down, up, down. Alright, that seems to be right on the money. Well, so a dragon named Pound is here to welcome you to Retro Pals Mascot Friday. Hi everyone, how you doing? Hope you had a good week here. Getting ready to finish things up with some good old mascots. And what better way to deliver those mascots direct to you than with a brand new retro compilation?
Oh, shit!
Sega Genesis Classics!
I'm hype.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you really? Want to throw up an interstitial for me?
Oh, absolutely. There you go.
Let's get this started. We can't play Dragooned all day.
Oh, man, I wish we could.
You know what they say, all work and no play.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and give me that screen. Look at them. Look at them all. All your favorites. Toejam, Axel,
Ring.
Blaze, the dwarf. That's his name, the dwarf.
I like the Jewel. That's my favorite Sonic character.
Oh, the Jewel's good.
Jewel is really good.
I like Who Will Save Your Soul. It's a pretty good song.
I wish there was.
Julius Thunderhead, that's his name, yes. Thank you, Uzi. So this is by a developer I have never heard of before in my life, D3 Technology, and they've made this.
Man, look at this retro wave. I really don't associate the retro wave aesthetic with Sega.
Now, hold on.
Okay. Okay,
We
sorry.
have criticisms to get to, but for
Okay.
now, let's let it do its own talking. Oh, Earl.
Alright, I do find this intro pretty charming, though.
I like how they incorporate the sprites.
Mm-hmm.
They look pretty nice.
They do look nice.
It's got a furry transformation in it, so
So it's good.
that wouldn't happen like that in the game.
Oh, okay. I beefed, but that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an intro. And yeah, as was mentioned in the chat, this was a PC game. The last couple years, Sega has been releasing Sega Genesis games under their Genesis Classics banner on Steam. And that includes, like, a whole bunch of games that you can buy a la carte. And they're presented in this simulation of what the 90s were actually like. Look at this. Who didn't have a bedroom like this back in the day?
With those speakers? Are you kidding me? I did not.
Yeah, we got some antique speakers here.
Those speakers are way nicer than anything I had. Also, that record player. There's a record player.
Yeah, you're some kind of weird hipster kid in the 90s.
Yeah, what the... Okay, I had a record...
I bet your dad's a blues musician or something.
I had a record player, but that's because my parents had a very extensive collection of...
Yeah, same.
Lesbian folk records, so
not same, not that part. I don't relate on that part. Anyway, all the games in this collection, there's 54 here. They're presented in this kind of faux bookshelf kind of thing, which, you know what, as a collector, I appreciate this, because Genesis games in particular have really nice spines. They line up, they look nice on your shelf. There's a little bit of revisionist history going on here, because all these games share the same design, when that's not the case at all. Like, half these games would have those red stripes, if this was being for real. And if you look closely, like on the Wonder Boy one here at the end, they don't actually have covers. It's just a facade. You're buying these weird reproduction boxes for your bootleg carts, is what it feels like.
It feels like this is like some kind of game room for like a big nerd.
It kind of is, and I appreciate it on that front. And like when you pick a game, check this out. You actually pull out the cartridge, put it in the system, and it loads up on the TV.
It makes a nice
I like
noise.
that. It replicates the whole ritual of getting a cartridge out of the box and putting it in the system. And from here you can have it automatically boot into the game itself, or you can actually play like this. Now on PC, there's a VR mode that actually makes you look at the TV through VR, and that sounds super cool, and that's not on PS4 yet. Sega, if there's one feature I want for this, it's PSVR support.
Yes.
I will spend all day looking at virtual Sega Genesis games.
He will, too.
Yeah, good selection here. Stick around till the end of the show, and I will give you my exclusive rankings of every single game on this collection.
Oh, jeez.
I will rank them 1 to 10, 1 out of 10.
Danny, pace yourself.
But for now, yeah, this comes with a variety of options. Comes with time of day settings, because this actually maps to the current time of day. It's dark outside
What's
right
with
now.
your phone?
Yeah, okay, so some of this rings a little hollow to me. Like the fact that you have a phone here, but if you left it off the hook like that, it would start making a horrible noise. Nobody would do that. Mm-hmm. You're also some kind of, again, weird hipster 90s kid, because you have the Mega Drive cover of Comic Zone up on your wall, along with the Euro box art of Golden Axe. It's like, ooh, I can afford to buy the best version of every game from each region.
Well, now, hold on. Let's get some facts straight. D3T is actually a UK company who does contract work and mobile games.
Okay.
So
well, that would
it
make
makes sense for them to have the Euro posters.
Also, this is a worldwide release. This is bundled together, if you look at the PlayStation trophies, as Sega Genesis and Mega Drive collections. So this has to be kind of a mishmash of American and UK bedrooms. I can live with that. There's some extras here. There's trophies to get. There's bonus challenges to complete. More on that later.
Shax is telling you to go to bed.
I wish I could go to bed. I wish you could pass time in this game.
Also, there's a yo-yo in the corner, and yeah, that cup does have a bootleg version of the very famous solo art. I wish I knew the name of that art. Video Game King's asking if that piece of art has a name, but I really don't remember if it does. I always also
Check
forgot
this
the
out. Time lapse.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
There's some nice mapping on some of this stuff, too. Light mapping. It's not bad.
What time of day should it be? Should it be like this?
Yes.
The sun should be right in our eyes while we play games.
Yes!
The true kid experience.
It's called Jazz. That art piece right there on that cup is called Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget that name. Thank you, folks.
You'll be glad to know that Jazz also features in one of the optional backgrounds you can pick.
Really?
Yeah.
That kicks ass.
Let me get to this. So you got all these scaling options that nobody should ever use, so I won't use them.
Yeah, we're anti-scaling.
And you can change the border art. I really like the Streets of Rage background. That was a genuinely good one to include, so I picked that one. There's also wood grain, if you prefer. And
it's
of
just
course,
Jazz. Do you think they licensed it? I don't know if they did.
They must have.
Okay, that's a fake version of Jazz, but I really like that. I really like that you have Jazz as an optional. That's
Yeah.
right.
Let's switch it back.
Yeah, we're going back.
However, this is a Mascot Friday stream, and we do have business to get to. This collection has a few Sega Genesis platformers we haven't yet ranked, so that's what we're going to do. If you're new to the show, what we do is we play Mascot platformers, we judge them, we rank them, and then we let the audience decide whether they live or die, or rather, where they should be on a master list. Also, if they should die.
Yeah, we're the executioners of all mascots. Sorry.
The retro executioners. So, with that in mind, why don't we play some games?
Yes.
Let's see. In this collection, we haven't yet ranked Kid Chameleon, Alex Kidd in Miracle World, Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair, and Toejam and Earl 2 Panic on Funkotron. What do you think we should start with?
Toejam and Earl and Panic on Funkotron.
All right, let's do it. Looks like your controller's at the ready. This is a two-player co-op game, so let's go ahead and get to this.
I hope I get to be Earl.
Man, it's such a great-looking game. It's a little bit of a controversial game, as we'll get into in a second here, but for now, let's just play the dang thing.
Alright.
Now, the original Toejam and Earl was a console-styled roguelike. It was a game where you explored these randomly generated worlds, and you picked up randomly generated presents, and they had effects that would either benefit you or, you know, not. It was a unique game. It was co-op. It could do split screen. It was actually really well implemented. So, of course, the sequel is a side-scrolling platformer.
Of course. Alright, I like those lizards. I like that guy, too.
Mm-hmm. I like this game because you get to see Funkotron. The first game, the object was to get back to Funkotron. But here you get to see all the weird little aliens who exist on that planet.
Tourists.
But unfortunately, Earthlings followed you back from Earth. And they're annoying everybody.
So they got gentrified, huh?
Yeah. Wow, the worst humans came to
They
Funkotron.
really did! It's like everyone who moved to Austin after going to South by once.
I'm naked in a box! Everybody's gotta listen to me.
Naked in a box and with my own vape shop.
Oh, they're canonically teenagers?
No, they're not! Fuck you!
That never really occurred to me, but I guess that's what they were going for.
They don't seem like teens. They're like in their 20s.
They seem kind of timeless, like...
Okay.
They're like, they're free from the ravages of age.
Like Mickey Mouse?
Like, yeah, like Mickey Mouse.
Okay, so we have to find the Earthlings.
So in this game, you gotta carefully look at the backgrounds and shake them up to see if there's any Earthlings. And then you throw jars at them. Did anyone play this when it was new? I skipped this one. I never actually played it when it was brand new. Just blast them off into space. Yes, jars. That is the easiest and best solution here. Alright, this has little kid mode, which I'm very interested to try. Why don't we do that?
Yes, thank you.
Toejam and Earl.
I love them.
And yeah, sure enough, this is a side-scrolling mascot platformer.
Okay.
And you push up in front of these background elements to shake them.
Alright.
And there's digitized voices that say funky and stuff like that. I think, circle button is jump, X is to throw jars. I'm pretty sure you have an infinite number of those.
Finally. Okay, I hate this element. What is that?
What is that? Oh, you can push it.
But I'm stronger, so.
Yeah, you are. Earl is stronger.
Okay, so.
Garbage can hit me on the head.
Sorry.
Okay, let's use that funk scanner. And look at this! Look at that! I love the way that looks! That is so good looking. This game visually is just a huge standout on Genesis, especially. Everything's just so bright. Awesome.
Oh, God.
And it still keeps that odd, dreamlike feel that the first game had, where, like, everything is kind of familiar, but fucked up in some way.
So that's what that arrow is. The arrow shows us when the, Oh, it's
Better eat that
flashing.
cake.
Someone's eating.
Alright.
Ferret out that Earthling. Oh, there they are.
How do we get him?
Jar him. Got him. See, that's all there is to it. Ah.
I keep confusing the buttons.
Yeah, the button layout is not the best for this collection. This game's actually a pretty good example of that, because for most Genesis games, the jump button is the C button, and the attack button is the B button. You got the human? Or did they get away?
I think they got away.
I thought I saw him go this way.
Oh, maybe. I just saw the arrow not like.
Alright, let's follow the arrow.
It's over here.
Now what those controls mean in the context of this collection is they're automatically mapped, the A, B, and C buttons, to square, X, and circle. So games that use C to jump, you're using circle to jump and X to attack. It's kind of like Nintendo's messed up Virtual Console controls for the Wii, only here it's like not optional. Eventually on Wii U they let you remap the controls. Cool, let's go. The Hyperfunk Zone.
Ooh.
Follow me. Oh, you can't.
Whoa, this looks really cool.
Yeah. It's got a style to it.
It's really a visually striking game.
Yeah.
I really love the way this game looks.
Now this collection lets you pick from an alternate control scheme that puts the C button on R1, which is something no one would ever want to do.
No.
That's the only other remap option. You can't rebind the keys in any of the games. So you either get the messed up Virtual Console style controls or odd trigger face button combination controls. It's a pretty obvious shortcoming. There really should be key rebindings, because especially these games don't use consistent controls. Some games you jump with B. You really want this to be on a per-game basis. Let's just keep going to the right. Oh wait, they're up in the air?
Yeah, I've been looking for them. Do we need to use a funk scan?
Possibly. I don't see him. The funk vacuum. Oh, I can't use it. Let's just keep going to the right for now.
I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, Dark Tetsuya, the PC version has full control remapping, probably owing to the fact that you're going to be using a keyboard or a mouse or any kind of different peripherals, but yeah, that didn't survive the trip to PS4 at all. It's just this one predefined control scheme or another equally fucked up control scheme.
Ugh. It's him.
This bastard.
Alright, I won't go any further. So.
Oh, human. Got him. Door.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Is it possible to jump higher? I don't think it is. Let's just keep going to the right and go through that door again.
Okay.
So yeah, this is one of the less traditional Mascot platformers we've played. There is side-scrolling action, and there are platforms to jump on, so it does meet our criteria, but it's a much more open-ended and exploration-based game. And the fact that the humans can spawn from background objects really makes this seem kinda more randomized. Damn.
Okay, so we
Okay,
have to...
let's fall directly down and then bounce up and head to the right.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, a platform opened!
Oh. Open me another platform. Oh, hey. All I had to do was ask. Yeah, got him.
Press the button.
All Earthlings jarred.
Hell yeah.
Oh, a teleporter.
That is actually kind of nice.
Yeah. Alright. Did we both die? Oh no, we're still good. We're supposed to be down here? Maybe this is a bonus area. Let's swim back up.
Help, Earl. Welcome
Welcome
back
back.
to the Funky Forest.
Come on, Earl.
How do I jump out?
The jump button.
I'm pressing it! See? See, I'm pressing it.
Be near the land.
There we go. Oh my
Hero's
god.
Groove Pad.
I love him! Hi. Hey. Oh, fuck.
Oh, nice! I found the high five button.
All games, okay, by the way, if you give your game a high five button, I will give it a 1 point higher score. I
Exactly.
really will.
This automatically improves this game's standings on our list.
Yeah, try what?
Boom, clap, clap, boom, clap, boom.
Boom, clap, clap, boom.
Clap, boom.
Still lame. Okay. I can do that.
Shaka, boom, clap.
Oh, come on!
Is that really you, Earl?
I feel so insulted. I gotta go.
Oh yeah, Double Dragon Neon has high fives. That would rank pretty good on our list if it was more of a platformer. Well, good try, Earl.
Thank you, I did my best.
Yeah, dump those humans in there. Get them out.
Back to Silicon Valley.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Bye.
I'm just really glad to see more of Funkotron, because if you beat the original Toejam and Earl, it's really memorable, the planet you end up on. Like, they spend the whole game basically hyping up Funkotron, and then you get there and it doesn't disappoint. Alright, so we can just follow the arrows, so I guess we don't need to... God, this guy. We don't need to search every background object.
But that's fun.
Yeah. I do like presents. I like that there's food just bouncing everywhere. Still don't quite know what I think of this. I mean, it's different from the original Toejam and Earl, but it's very much its own thing. That burger just flew right into your mouth!
Okay, I did not mean to eat that.
Okay,
yeah, I was
okay,
gonna...
nope. Here's a feature of this collection. You can turn back time. I ate the burger that time.
Oh my god!
I ate it right out of your mouth.
Sheesh.
Yeah, this collection has rewind, and it's mapped to L2, so you can just rewind or fast forward. It has both, and they're both easily accessible.
I can't do it though.
Yeah, you can. Oh, there was a human up there. Get him. Yeah, get him. Good, good.
Where you at?
I think I fell down a hole or something. There I am. I'm being killed.
Oh my god, we're being... Generating
Generating the fuck out of us, yeah. Now, also in this collection,
Oh wait, that's fine for me.
if you'd prefer to use save states instead of rewinding, you can hold the right analog stick down, and that'll automatically quick save to the selected save slot. You can actually access more save slots if you back out to the TV.
That's actually really cool.
But yeah, having it actually be able to be accessed during the game instead of having to bring up a menu or just exit the game entirely, that's kind of revolutionary for a commercial emulator.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I finally feel like that function-wise, these emulators have finally caught up to those Wii emulators we use so
Hey, press the
often.
button. Ah, dang.
Ah, damn.
Not fast enough.
Yeah, stuff like with these modern emulators, you either get fast forward or rewind if you're lucky, never both. And this one's got them both. Oh.
Bye.
Welcome to the funk zone.
Get ready.
Alright, so what's the general opinion on this game now that you've seen a little bit of it? How do you feel about Toejam and Earl?
I'm being told we can remap the buttons, but on the PS4 version, for reals?
I'll show you what the remap screen looks like after we finish this game here. But it is one of the major problems I have with this. Not quite a deal breaker, but there's enough little issues with this collection that might irritate you. Oh, we gotta get the poodles too? Good job, buddy.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's a slow-paced game, but I feel bad. This game seems like it would... I can't teleport you. There is a teleport button.
Oh yeah, that would be the A button, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what that does. Alright, let's just follow the arrow again. There's some human here somewhere.
Man.
Oh, you can toss it up. Nice.
You can also just set them down. Oh!
Ah, I see. Get him! Bam!
Nice.
Never knew it hit him.
Let's see, Yaddle says it plays great, looks well, and has co-op.
Yeah. The co-op is what really puts this over the top, because there's such huge sprites, and you can have two individual playing characters. Go down in the water. Yeah, we gotta find us a human.
What did I just do? I just kissed a fish!
What'd you do that for?
I don't know. Do we go down or up?
Let's go down.
Okay.
Move. You gotta push the button. Alright, underwater controls could use a little work. Polish that up, Sega.
Alright.
Hey, 0 points.
Awesome.
Maybe down to the right.
I love that fish. I love all these fish.
There's a lot of good fishes.
Alright. Awesome.
I got a power-up called Panic.
Oh. That must be the panic button.
I was gonna say that's... it's very relatable.
Did you just say bless you to yourself?
I'm
Just,
sorry.
you shouldn't be sneezing.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, this part of the planet's on fire.
Yeah, it's hell.
So graceful, so majestic. See an Earl fly through the air.
Alright.
Oh, thanks, Earl.
You're welcome, monkey friend.
Oh, that's right, there's a new Toejam and Earl coming out. They're still working on that. One of these days, we will play Toejam and Earl Back in the Groove, once that finally comes out. I don't think it's late or anything, it's just taking a while. Hey, that present's got legs. Let's kill it.
No! Where is this human? Human.
Over this a ways?
There we go.
Whoa, it's the Mac Daddy Meadow.
Okay, this is gorgeous.
This looks fucking cool. Look at that background. Funkotron is slightly off one of the moons of Saturn, it looks like, if anyone wants to go visit.
That, God, I wish.
You just have giant ice cream.
Okay, there's a human here somewhere. There they are.
Ah, I see. Alright. So after playing a couple levels, my impression is it is different from the first game, but that's not to say that they went in a bad direction. Just, it's really different, but man, the quality is definitely still there, and they amped up the graphics, and it's really well considered, even the co-op. I'm enjoying this.
Also, I don't know who said it in chat, but I absolutely agree. They are, Toejam and Earl would absolutely be queer allies.
They are. Toejam and Earl are here to welcome you to Pride Month.
I was gonna say Toejam and everyone who are streaming this month during Mascot Friday is absolutely an ally. So someone give us the Fido Dido game.
Oh, we gotta play that by the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Easily done. Also, that's an obvious omission from the Sega Genesis Classics collection. No Fido Dido. What the hell? Socks the Cat recently came out. Why not honor Kaneko with an honorary appearance of Fido Dido?
Honor Kaneko, huh?
Yeah. Alright, we're in Lower Funky Town, and I think that's enough of Toejam and Earl 2. That'll be an interesting discussion later on. I really enjoyed that. It's different, but boy, does it have a style all its own.
I'm sorry, Chad is arguing about whether or not Toejam and Earl are just straight and allies or whether or not they're gay, and...
I think they're a sexuality that can't be described by human language.
I was gonna say, they're like, they're post everything.
It defies all explanation and logic. It's just the kind of thing you have to innately know. More like Funkotron.
I wasn't... Whatever.
That seems like a good place to end it.
Okay.
Toejam and Earl, Panic on Funkotron. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so, we talked about being able to map the controls. Let me show you exactly what settings are available here.
Yeah, it's...
Alright, it's not here. Alright, so, this is the layout you get. This is the standard one, it's the default, it applies to every single game. You can also opt, instead of layout 0, you can opt for layout 1, which remaps, I think, 2 of the buttons, and otherwise is completely the same. Let's see. No, actually it remaps a good amount of them. It puts X on A, or rather A on X, B on circle, and C on R1. So, might be useful for some games, but seems pretty specialized and not useful. So you push right again, and that's it.
That's all.
You either get layout 0 or layout 1, and you can't rebind. That is a pretty obviously glaring flaw with this collection.
Okay, what's on the floor? You see that in the corner?
Looks like an old potato.
Is that a... Okay, I'm...
Next to the solo cup? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No. We're taking a second here. Chat, you're all brilliant. Chat.
Oh my god, Alex.
No! What is this thing? What is this thing? No, bigger.
It's a little potato that we put lips on because we love
Why
it,
do
okay?
we have a corner potato?
You didn't have a corner potato? That's like not having a solo cup or a golden axe.
A literal golden axe.
Who let a child have a battle axe? That's what I'm wondering.
What? I guess it's... Oh, Hulex. Fuck off. Hulex says it's an Easter egg.
Ah, hey, there you
But
go.
the problem is it probably is an Easter egg. Ugh.
So, building on that, let me show you one of the more glaring issues with this collection. Let me very quickly start up a new game of Shining Force, which I can do, because you can just fast forward. Let's start a new game.
I missed something in chat because... What is an... Oh, eyeshadow corn, huh?
Eyeshadow corn.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna get to a point where I want to show off where this emulator fails. Because we should be fair. We should accentuate the positive as well as the negative. Oh, I didn't mention this at the top of the stream. This is a game I paid for myself. I was not provided a review code.
Oh, yeah.
And Sega probably does not want me to review this anyway.
No, they don't. Not you.
So this is a stream they don't want you to see.
For
For real though, Sega, get in touch.
Blab's calling us out. Are we going to ignore Vector Man, even though he is clearly a mascot?
Vector Man will... Vector Man, he'll get his time in the sun. We'll see. Okay, what I'm gonna do here...
It's that, oh my god, that fucking shine and shimmer.
Now, there's a pretty obvious issue with the video here. It's scaling by an uneven integer, so
Yes!
when you scroll vertically, everything looks all warpy and terrible looking. It may not come across on our stream, but it sure as hell...
It's worse on the stream.
Yeah.
It is so bad on the stream. Oh my god.
It looks especially bad when you have these very simple shaded graphics that are scrolling vertically quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Why don't you mute our microphone for a second?
Okay.
I want you to listen to the audio in particular for maybe about 15 seconds here. Alright, so that popping, you heard that, right?
Yeah, chat's like snap, crackle, pop, popping.
It's there in every game, constantly. And worse yet, sometimes it gets really lost in the sound, and what it does is it just... I don't know what it does. It overdrives something and it just makes this horrible sounding brrrr noise for like a second. It does that at least once every minute, and you will notice it every single time. It is
Ugh.
terrible. And just listening to all these pops, it's... Let me lay this on the line here. This right here, this is unacceptable. This is not good. This alone is enough for me to not recommend this collection. I recommend you not buy this until they fix this issue, because this is bad.
Apparently the PC version does not have these issues.
Even more reason. Yeah, bring it up to speed with the PC version.
Mm-hmm.
Add remappable controls. Fix the frickin' sound. You rendered an entire fake room, and you don't have audio correct. Get your priorities in order, for fuck's sake. Alright, that's my Friday night rant for you. There is still a lot of good in this collection. Shining Force in particular benefits from the fast forward and rewind feature because the battles are usually pretty slow, and you can speed them up a lot, and just make the game infinitely more playable by making it faster. You can also rewind in case the enemies get a crit on you, which is even better. This collection really has me torn, but it's that one thing that makes me say, no, they need to fix this. This is just plain bad. I can't excuse that. But, enough of the bad feelings. Let's replace the bad with the good.
You can also mod the, there's also a lot of mods for the PC version that let you do things like,
Streets of Rage 2 with Tim Allen noises.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so you could play, like, betas Let Me Play. For a little bit. Unless this is 2-player.
Oh no, it's 1 player.
I think so.
Alright.
Holograms.
Starting up Kid Chameleon, and this is Alex playing in a little bit.
Hell yes, holograms.
This is a game about a new arcade in town that uses a holodeck. But then the holodeck goes crazy and starts killing kids. Or capturing them, you know.
Murder children.
And it's up to you as the Kid Chameleon to save them.
Wow, I look really cool.
Oh, now you're super cool.
Oh, Jesus!
And the kid can transform. He's got like a couple dozen different forms you can transform into.
Let's get started.
Yeah, get started. Save the world, kid.
Oh, it does have a 2-player. Start 1, start 2, unless that's...
It's alternating.
Oh.
Seen a variety of opinions on this game. Some people call it a pretty bad game. Others at least admit the kid is cool.
The kid is cool. Let's not get it twisted.
I think this is a fascinating game. I'm not really ready to say whether it's good or bad, though. let's at least give it a fair shot here.
So, I like this guy.
Yep, you are the kid.
No, I mean the dragon.
Oh yeah, the dragon. Of course. Of course you were talking about the dragon.
Okay, so I get crystals.
Yep, it's Mario rules. You just pop open the blocks and pick up what's inside. Now, as the kid, you can't really do anything, and you die in 2 hits. But in some of those blocks, you find helmets that let you transform.
So the crystals do nothing?
The crystals you can use to enable powers for your different transformations. Like, some transformations you can redeem 10 crystals to turn invincible for a while.
Can't say I love these controls. But it's a little squirrely.
A little bit squirrely. Probably has to do with the way the controls are mapped as well.
Well, I just left that dragon alone.
Oh, there you go, the knight. Now, the knight is also pretty useless, but he gets 5 hit points, so you can get hit 5 times now.
I was hoping I could kill that dragon. Or kiss him.
Fuck, marry, kill.
It's Pride Month, I get to say I want to kiss dragons.
That's...
I know that's every month, but I'm especially prideful about how much I want to kiss dragons.
Good for you, Alex.
Oh, don't encourage me. It's like...
There he goes. Alright, these are bounce blocks. I'll let you play the damn game yourself. I shouldn't just describe everything.
Oh, you can.
Let it be a surprise.
Okay, I like the way I like the animation when I struggle to walk up a hill and when I just automatically start going down a hill with no momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It's very...
Yeah, it's worth noting all these different transformations have a ton of different animation frames that are that exist between the characters. So while the sprites are pretty small, they are fairly detailed.
Oh, Jesus! I just wanted to get the power-ups up there. But I became too powerful. Oh no! Look at that guy! I killed...
Well, you killed him.
Oh, this sucks. This game's bad.
Rambler says you can trade in 10,000 crystals for a tube of Tiny Toons Pogs at the counter.
I'm out of here.
Taizo says LGBT for Alex stands for L-Dragons, Dragons, Bragons, and Tragons.
Yeah.
That's about right. Hey, you beat the first level.
Yeah, I did it. Okay, I love this gorilla tank.
Oh, now you get the samurai. You got a sword now. Yeah, some of these transformations, you actually get attacks. And that kind of changes the game. I think the samurai can also downstab.
Let's see. Yes, I can. Nice. Well, I fell in the well.
You were supposed to.
Shit, gorilla tank.
Now, I don't know how much of this aspect we're going to see during this stream, but this game's big claim to fame is that it's massive. There's hundreds of levels in this game. The fact that the graphics are all so small and undetailed means that they have a lot of space left for level designs, I guess. And they just filled up this cart with levels. And how it's structured is there's all these warp zones in each level that teleport you between them, forward, backward, sideways, just all over the place. So the game is kind of like this giant scavenger hunt. And the way that design works is you get a limited number of lives, and eventually you're going to run out. And when you next start up the game, you're probably going to take a different route. And usually games become pretty old when you just find the same few levels over and over again, but this one you could say that you can play a different game each time you play. If you're a marketer.
Are we marketers?
I don't know, are we, Sega? You tell me.
I'm a child again. Better get out of here. Back.
So even if this game does have problems, I at least admire it for its sheer ambition, just having this massive world with these tons of teleporters everywhere.
Sorry, Kid Chameleon just slowly going down the hill is very low.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
It's like us going to Big Lots.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Also, I did see someone in chat ask about Fido Dido. It's a very long story, but due to a lot of circumstances, Fido Dido is a queer icon.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
we discussed this at some point. Just watch all of our archives from the beginning.
I think it's in the Socks the Cat stream.
Oh, it may be, yeah.
But to TLDR, I saw in West Hollywood there was a store for gay men and gay apparel. Sorry, I forgot that was the thing you could actually do.
Don we now our gay apparel.
There was it had a Fido Dido cutout or poster in the window, and
so he's queer culture.
As a child, I thought that Fido Dido was a gay character and part of the gay culture. And
oh, you're the Rhino now. You can charge by holding the action button. Yeah, there you go. And there you go. That's why Fido Dido is queer culture. Thank you.
Yeah. Fido Dido's back, by the way. I'm very excited. He's back for Pride Month!
And Taizo brought up something horrifying that I actually realized independently a few days ago, just thinking about this game. Kid Chameleon, are you ready to have your mind blown? Kid Chameleon is an American version of Atlantis No Nazo.
Oh my god, you're right!
Mm-hmm. That whole warping everywhere, going back and forth, hundreds of levels that are all interconnected. It's basically the same formula. Only it's safe to say this game is more playable.
It is.
Atlantis No Nazo at least was ambitious, but oh my god, actually trying to play it was kind of terrible. The knight can climb walls if you tap the action button. There you go. That's what knights did back then.
Climb walls?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And save the queen.
Ow. I stepped like right on those spikes.
Oh yeah, Boogaloo, in Japan, Kid Chameleon is called Chameleon Kid.
I get it.
I think only the title screen is different. That's like the only difference.
This really is Atlantis No Nazo. My god.
Oh, and this is an American original. This is Sega of America. These games all have a distinctive look and feel to them, and like most of those other games, this uses the Gem sound engine. This is probably the game I think of first whenever anyone brings up the Gem sound engine, because just listen to it.
It definitely is a gem.
Oh, Alex.
Hey, it could be worse. Well, I found the room where you die. Don't go in that room, everybody.
That's the room where Kid Chameleons go to die. We're discussing whether Kid is his first name and Chameleon is his last name. Maybe. Now, is he Kid Chameleon's son or Kid Chameleon's senpai? That's the question.
He's a rhino, is what he is.
Yeah. Kid Chameleon is the kind of guy who couldn't decide on a single persona.
Don't call me out.
He just wants to be all of them.
Who doesn't?
I'm a rhino. And a samurai. That's a kind of furry.
I'm a rhino, and I'm also a rhino samurai, and I'm also
an astronaut, and a firefighter, and a policeman. He's like a job fair furry. You want me to take over?
Yeah.
Okay. Good work.
Did Kid Chameleon go country like Kid Rock? Yes. I love whenever I stop playing and I look at chat and it's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
Oh, this game, the default control actually works well with the control mapping in this game. Alright, good for you, Kid Chameleon. Let go of me.
Kid Chameleon Tensai.
Exactly. He's right up there with Trip Hawkins. Trick Hawkins. Now, personally, all I know about Kid Chameleon comes from watching a speedrunner by the name of Peaches here on Twitch. If you want to see good Kid Chameleon runs, go give him a follow. He is great at the game. Also, he has live cam footage of his dog.
Chad's going Trick Hopkins.
Trick Hopkins, yeah.
Trick Hopkins. Trick Hawkins is a skateboarding game on the Google Play Store. Yes.
Come to think of it, I think Peaches is running this game at SGDQ, or he's done it before. He's also the guy who ran Catechumen a couple of years ago, so props for that.
Oh yeah!
Excellent game, Catechumen.
Okay, what are you?
I'm a spinning guy. Look at this.
Whoa.
I'm Dr. Spin, of the Spin Doctors. I'm sorry.
No, it's Pride Month, baby. It's like Truck Month, but it's like Truck Month, honey. We get to do whatever we want. Like,
Exactly, just like Truck Month.
it's like Truck Month. We can say whatever we want, because you know.
Oh, also Jason is one of the forms.
Well,
Because of course it is.
Alphabet says they're called Dr. Spin in Japan.
My favorite band, Dr. Spin. Medicine Woman. The 90s are alive again here on the PlayStation 4.
Why not? I'm actually planning on rewatching Dinosaurs, like, at some time soon, so. Listen, it's you want to argue about Dinosaurs?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I think it's a good show.
Wasn't arguing. I'm a tank now.
What the hell?
I am Desherzone in a tank.
Get him out!
And I'm firing skulls at everything. Alright, we should consider Skull Tank in our rankings of this game. Alright, taking this game's criticism into account, let's go for it. The graphics aren't that great. Obviously they focused on the level design, so there's a good reason for why the game looks the way it does. Just the fact that the game is so sprawling, though, may be off-putting for some people, because it is a huge commitment to play this game. If you want to play through every single level, it would take you hours upon hours. As it is, the quickest route to the finish is like half an hour. Skull Tank's back.
Shaq said you're a Megadeth cover here.
Peace sells, but who's buying?
Sega sells. Those crystals look like they're from Echo. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I'm glad you mentioned Echo. This collection, in terms of games, it has pretty much everything from last generation's Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection, except the Echo games. It doesn't have Echo, Echo 2, or Echo Jr., unfortunately. But on the plus side, it adds all of Treasure's games, so it has Alien Soldier, Gunstar Heroes, Light Crusader, and Dynamite Heady.
So, do you know who helped program this game?
Mark Cerny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what this means?
This is a Cerny game?
This is a prequel. A prequel to Knack.
Oh my god, Alex.
Danny and I played through Knack.
We did. We played all the way through the original Knack.
The original Knack. That was... I gotta say, it was fun. It's really silly and shitty and kind of simple as Knack was. It was a lot of fun playing through it.
Playing through it in co-op is the way to
Yes.
play that game, because usually when you lose all your life, you get sent back to a checkpoint. But if you die in co-op, you just have to wait for your partner to finish the level, so you lose a lot less time that way. Otherwise, don't play Knack.
No.
Please.
Also, yeah, this game doesn't have Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, it's got Sonic 1 and 2, and Sonic 3D Blast, but not Sonic and Knuckles or Sonic 3. The conspiracy theorists say this is because Sonic 3's use of Michael Jackson music. Those people are wrong. Sega are probably just wanting to release it separately.
I was gonna say...
That's what I'm thinking.
I was wondering if they maybe want to do like a Christian Whitehead style release for it.
Could be.
That's my conspiracy theory, is that they are trying to do something like that.
You can always release a Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles combo and just have that be $5 on PSN. That's easy money right there.
Yeah, it also doesn't have Eternal Champions.
Aw, well... I'm sure some people are sad about that.
Oh, apparently all the Sonics are in the PC version, so...
Oh, right, yeah.
So then I don't know. Also, I really would love a Christian Whitehead version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I would love a Christian Whitehead version of Kid Chameleon.
Oh my god, me too.
Think about it.
Christian Whitehead, listen.
Let that sink in.
We're not an over-traumatic tweet. Come on.
I have seen a record amount of the phrase "let that sink in" on Twitter lately, and every time I think of some kitchen sink waiting at my door, and every time I'm like, I ain't letting that fucking sink in. Anyway, that's how my brain works. How are you doing?
Let that sink in!
I will not. Everybody's telling me what to do around here about sinks.
That sink just wants to sell you some magazines. Come on. Do they still sell magazines?
Probably.
They still do that scam.
Magazines aren't a scam.
I meant the door-to-door magazine sales scam.
Oh,
shit. Yeah.
okay. Trying to say my industry is a scam?
What
What are you, the internet?
When have you written for?
Look, I wrote for a magazine 8-9 years ago, okay? Someday I might again.
Someday magazines are gonna come back and be like, Danny, we were wrong.
Yeah, just like beepers. Oh. It's cyclical, Alex. People
Okay.
want magazines.
Hey, I don't know. Records came back. Maybe magazines will.
See? Exactly.
You can get records of like video game soundtracks now.
Mhm. We live in a messed up, crazy world where anything is possible. Where Kid Chameleon can get a re-release in 2018.
Christian Whitehead is working on Freedom Planet too.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, everything is good now.
That made me jump in the lava.
Oh yeah, magazines are dead, but zines are just everywhere.
Ugh, those are like fake magazines.
Man, you know how to get me mad.
Yeah.
I do zine archival here and there, and I've got Danny. No.
Hey,
Actually-
look.
My hot take.
If it's not published by IDG, I don't care.
My hot take about zines is that while I love the new zine revival, there aren't nearly enough interviews with voodoo glow skulls in them. Also, I have archived so many zines that say voodoo that have interviews with voodoo glow skulls, and I still don't know what's up.
What?
I don't know. Voodoo glow skulls just really popular in the zine scene.
Oh, I'll take your word for it.
I just have had to tag. I've had to use the voodoo glow skulls tag so much.
Hashtag voodoo glow skulls.
Okay, a retro pal zine would kick ass. I agree.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, let's
that would
do
be
that.
the only good zine if we made one.
I don't know. We should do that, and it could be like what mascots we like, what mascots suck, and also
Before you get mad, I'm into zines. Zines are cool.
yeah, we
I'm
no.
just
We're,
getting Alex's goat.
nah, Danny's I'm so sorry.
I have mixed feelings about Kid Chameleon, but we should probably move on. It's a large game. There's a lot to like about it. If you watch a speedrun, you'll really understand the good points of this game. If you don't get this game, just watch someone speedrun it and you'll get a new respect for it. We'll talk about this later, Kid Chameleon. We gotta get to another game.
BeetleEXE says, "Hey guys, feeling stressed out? You've completed less than 10% of the game. Let that sink in."
I will not let that sink in.
We will let nothing sink in.
That sink can stay outside.
We won't know anything or learn a damn thing.
Alright, so one of the extras in this game are a list of challenges. These are individual challenges for what I was hoping was every single game, but as it is, it's only like a third of the games. That's unfortunate, because Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection had achievements tied to every single game that gave you reason to actually look through the catalog. I actually buy these collections just for the challenges, because, you know, I have access to all the games already. I'm just interested in the extra stuff. And what's here is not great. Most of it is just like, beat a boss using only the default weapon, or beat this level somewhat quickly, or just like, yeah, you know. It's boss fights, only they're more annoying to play.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. Anyway, I beat them all. I don't really recommend it. The worst one was this one, because you have to explore a full level of Vector Man 2, every single nook and cranny, looking for every single collectible. I beat this 7 times? It says 7 times. And it was only on the 7th attempt that I found the final 4 because they were hidden behind a hidden wall. Also, Vector Man 2 is awful.
Is that why we're not playing Vector Man
I
tonight?
hate Vector Man.
Danny's on his patented Vector Man rant. Watch out.
Good times, good times. Let's go back to happier thoughts. Let's play another Mascot platformer.
Okay.
Here you go, Alex.
Oh, good.
It's a game named after you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was choosing my name, and I just thought of my favorite video game character, and all I could think of was Alex Kidd, working at that store in Sega, depressed, working retail, and I'm like, wow.
Relatable.
Very relatable. I feel bad. I really like the idea of mascots having to work retail. I'm sorry. I don't want the mascots to have to. Alex Kidd! I like that it's in quotes there. It's your brother. Frankly, my life was uneventful. But
then I heard a rumor.
My last father,
look at that.
Thor, was alive on Pen and Paper Rock. Why is his name Paper Rock?
Because everyone there loves paper, rock, scissors. If the visitor is no good at that game, he won't last long.
My family didn't want me to go, but I have to find out. Is my father still alive? Jesus!
So this directly follows the continuity of Alex Kidd in Miracle World for the Sega Master System. This is the long-awaited sequel to that game. The thing about the Master System is that it had a bunch of Alex Kidd games, but they were all totally different. It was like the standard side-scroller, there was the arcade side-scroller, there was a weird BMX game, and then there was Alex Kidd in High Tech World. That's the game we played once.
Okay, so for Jenkin, my options are Gorilla, Queen, Bear, and Wizard. I'm gonna go with Gorilla.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just playing Jenkin!
Yeah, yeah. If you want to skip the game and get right to the good part, you can play Jenkin from the menu. Yeah, that's one of the things they carried over from Alex Kidd in Miracle World. The goddamn Jenkin.
Alright, let's get out of here. You could just play... That's
Yeah,
wild.
you can just play it right from the menu.
Let's get started.
Now, I think we played this on stream before,
We have.
But when? Do you remember?
No.
Anyone else remember? I know we played it at some point. But anyway, this is Alex's one and only Sega Genesis game, following up on his Master System salad days, as they say. Yeah, you start off at a city where they do business through Jenkin. You can hit a button to speed it up. Rewind. See? See? Are you trying to summon Satan, Alex?
Yes.
I hope whatever demon you summon is worth it. There you go.
There we go.
See, I'm conflicted about this collection. It has major, obvious flaws like the button remapping and the sound issues, but being able to rewind makes the Jenkin not bullshit. It makes this game actually playable for most people.
And just like Alex Kidd, I can also punch a car.
Mm-hmm. That's an Alex superpower right there.
Yeah, if you name yourself Alex, you can punch a car. I've actually found it really helpful when I'm walking to the bus.
Alright, who started calling Jenkin Jinkum?
Oh my god!
I don't agree with that. Alex Kidd would be embarrassed.
Oh, I don't know. I never feel embarrassed. I do all kinds of awful shit. I'm like, whatever. Okay, get up here. Come on, Alex.
Thanks, Blab. Much appreciated.
Wow.
Is Jinkum... No, I'm thinking of Pruno. That's prison wine. Jinkum's something else.
Yes, it is! Jenkum is...
I'll look it up later, don't worry.
Yeah, okay, no, please don't make me talk about it.
Anyway, we're talking about Pruno now. What you do is you get a bunch of rotten fruit and you store it in your toilet and, well, go to prison to find out the other part.
Hey, don't.
They'll teach you. Prisoners are really helpful.
Delicious.
Jelly donut.
Oh, jelly donut.
Happy Donut Day, everyone.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, go in that bush. You definitely want this.
Oh, it's a cool motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. think we mentioned this last time we played this game, but there's a major regional difference between this and the Japanese version. In the Japanese one, whoever loses this match loses their clothes. I don't think there's any nudity shown, but it's just like, oh, you're naked now. Get off the stage. There you go. Now, normally I'd frown on such obvious cheating, but Janken is so pointless. It's a game of chance. Just let Alex Kidd buy the things without having to go through this ridiculous bullshit. And it's bad enough when you have to buy stuff, but later on there's bosses where if you lose at Janken, you die.
Cool dung beetle.
Yeah.
What you doing, buddy?
Oh, hit start. There's something that might be useful for you. Equip that ring. And, actually no, equip the motorcycle. Yes.
Okay, I've got a ring and a motorcycle.
Oh yeah, you're ready to go. Do it. Ain't nothing stopping this kid. Don't bump into the red blocks.
Got it. Well, I did.
That was a fun trip.
That was a nice little vacation.
Yeah, nice little vacay.
Staycation, we might call it, because I didn't really go anywhere.
Now the ring, you can run back. Rewind.
You're right.
The ring, you actually lose it when you die, so it's better if you do this. The ring lets you shoot out projectiles. Also, these are hedgehogs, pre-sonic hedgehogs. So of course Alex Kidd is kind of wary of them.
You think Sonic was in like one of these games as a background character, and
He was. He's the hedgehog.
oh damn.
That's before he broke the speed of sound and turned blue.
That's canon, and I will never think it's not canon. I read that comic in Disney Adventures as a terrible small child.
Google Dr. Kentobor. The truth is out there.
Please watch
Rewind. You missed the door. I love that I can order you around like this and you can follow it. Like,
Ooh.
yeah, you
I
want this.
That. Yes, I'll bet my life.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Sonic cameos. Of course, there's the classic in Radmobile. And looks like Power Drive and... Oh no, Simon the Digger. I think that is actually Radmobile I'm thinking of here. That game where Sonic hangs from the rear view. Alright, making good progress. Okay, here you can equip your copter. But be warned, you have to hit that jump button really fast to stay aloft.
I immediately lost it.
I told you.
No, screw that. No. This is gonna... Alex wants to look impressive.
Yeah, there you go. You can shoot, too.
No. This game is turning me into a real asshole. Barely.
I ain't gonna lie, I really like the rewind feature. I used it with a few games that I could never make much progress in, and I've beaten them, and honestly,
I am so mad!
I appreciate this collection for that.
Okay, that sucked. It's just too hard.
Oh yeah.
I like a lot of this game, but this is not...
And the controls, I'll admit, are pretty bad for this game.
Yeah.
This is a very early Genesis game. It's not right at the launch, but it came very shortly after launch.
Wow, it's Danny's turn.
Wow, it's my turn. Look, you left me with one life. Great.
Yeah. I'm a very nice husband.
I'm gonna actually die here so we can get a better run going here. Should I attempt a speed run? We did that last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
You think I can do it again?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. This is one of the Retro Pals' patented speedruns, which always go correctly. Let's do this.
Right.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Give me that. Yes! Yes! I got it! Look at this! Look at this! Look! Look!
I saw that. I saw
Look!
it.
I got the plat!
Danny got the platinum trough
Live on stream.
live.
To get that last trophy, you have to win it Jankin 50 times.
Oh my god.
Well, there you go. I can sell this collection now. I got the plat.
He's a retro god. we bring branding to the retro gods.
It's right there. Sega said so. Alright, now we're ready to go. I don't need any more Jenkum. Oh, damn it. This is a speedrun with rewinds. Very unusual. For some reason, SDA isn't really having any of it.
Neither is SGDQ, AGDQ, and like the speedrunners Facebook. The speedrunners Facebook community hates you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, oh.
They say I'm an embarrassment, that I should go back to Let's Playing, whatever that means.
I think one of them told you to die in a fire. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that seems a little much.
That seems a little much for video games, but whatever. People can have opinions.
It's a terrible speedrun because I didn't have enough money for the damn bike, and also I hit the damn.
Damn.
Oh, this is awful. That's the thing about Rewind, though. It makes you play worse, because you know that there's no consequences for your terrible gameplay. You really have to keep it in check. Otherwise you end up playing like me.
Are there any bonuses for getting achievements in this collection, like Sega interviews that you got in the PS3?
Oh, good point. Yeah, in Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection for PS3 and 360, there was a bunch of interviews and unlockable arcade and Master System games, which was great. That gave you extra incentive to play through all the different games because each game was mapped to a different unlockable. It was one of the things I liked most about it. This game, nope, none of them. These are all just purely for trophies and achievements. There's no arcade games, no Master System games, just those 50 Genesis games that are built in.
Oh, Yuzi, thank you so much. We got 400 bits. Retro God. Also, there are the Pride bits. Thank you. I also didn't know they had Pride bits. That's kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
I'm just looking at this beautiful flag, being like, that's beautiful. I assume I'm the raccoon and Danny is the snake emoji in this.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You heard of the angry Nintendo nerd? Well, I'm the snaky Genesis gamer. It'll catch
Jake!
on.
Snaky Jake!
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Let's try that again. Let's not jump this time.
You can do it. I believe in you.
This is like a complete idiot plays Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle.
I was gonna say, this is like me, man.
Now, me personally, I'm gonna give this game probably a better ranking on our list than it deserves, because this was one of the first Genesis games I had.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo mentions it was actually like a month or real close to launch when it came out.
What Sega was doing at the time is they were saying, if you buy 2 Genesis games, we will give you a third for free. So what we ended up doing was getting Ghouls and Ghosts, and then getting this game, so we could get Truxton for free. And man, those are some good games. Alex Kidd maybe less so. I mean, I played it a ton. I beat it.
Thank you for the bits, Krungo. I don't have time to count all those beautiful pride flags, so I'll wait till our pop-up goes away. But, oh my god, that's 50 pride flags!
Nice!
Happy Pride Month, baby!
I am prideful as shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Alex Kidd is an LGBT ally. LGBTQIA ally.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
You know how all gay people are into jankin'.
Danny.
Alex, rock, paper, scissors, go! What's... Oh, a rock. Damn.
It's a rock and an upside-down paper.
Ah, shit.
I'm playing 90s rules, okay?
You're playing 3D, fourth-dimensional rock, paper, scissors. Oh, man. We gotta finish this up before we go totally off the rails. Alright, so here's a speedrunning tip. If you want to skip these Janken matches, all you gotta do is hit start on the frame this dialogue box disappears. Let's see if we can do it. Nope.
Damn.
You know what? I'm gonna try again. One more time. It's really difficult. It is a frame-perfect trick. Fuck it. It is possible. I know the current world record can't do it because it's just really difficult. Oh man! Oh yeah? We'll see about that. Roll,
Nice.
Mike. Alright, this lady will ask for a rematch, but you can say no. And she can't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
Yes, she does lose her clothes in the Japanese version.
This version is... There's another Jason, jeez.
Yeah, Sega was big on Jason. Why wasn't there a Sega Friday the 13th?
That's a good question.
They should have made a multiplayer arcade beat-em-up where you're all Jason, and
Oh
you're
my
just,
God.
like, killing camp members.
That girl, that baboon kicks ass.
I hate that baboon.
Well, it kicks ass, so sorry.
What I'm doing is I'm demonstrating the versatility of the rewind feature. I'm showing you all the applications that it has.
You call this a play-around run?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Danny,
you can be my task PR.
Danny, your speedrunning technique is valid, okay?
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
It's Pride Month. Only. Every other month
It
it's
stops
not.
being valid next month.
Yeah, sorry, once July hits, you're screwed.
Damn. So I'm gonna skip that. And yeah, you fight a forest bear. Dressed up in his shorts and tank top.
Oh man, that bear looks good. That sounded weirder, I'm sorry.
That bear looks good.
I didn't mean for it to sound like that. I'm sorry. I just meant it was well designed and I liked the way it looked. And it looked like someone's like persona. So I was like, that's cool.
This game's got some pretty cute designs.
It really does.
It doesn't look much like any other Genesis game. This is the Alex Kidd aesthetic, for better or for worse.
I thought you... I'm glad Taizo likes it. Taizo likes that bear. I like that bear.
It was a good bear.
I
Give
didn't...
that bear his credit.
I didn't... Blab does not like that you could see the bear's nipples through its shirt, and...
Oh, that's disgusting. That bear should show some modesty.
I was gonna say that bear is just prepping for Pride, man. I'm... Sorry, I just...
You're just pointing to everything in this game and being like, that's gay culture. That's
Listen.
gay culture.
Listen, pointing at everything and saying it's gay culture is gay culture.
Fair enough.
And I was talking about 90s gay culture in the Discord, and it just got me thinking, so now I'm just claiming everything.
See the way I killed that old man?
That's gay culture.
Yep.
Killing old men is gay culture. Okay, I'm sorry, it's
Oh, God.
Listen, it's the first day of Pride Month. Let me go hog wild, like the WCW event.
This old man's like, think, Alex Kidd, think. No. Now I know you're gonna throw scissors. There we go. I just love that this takes the guesswork out of the game. It's like an actual platformer you can play without fear of being screwed over by random chance. You fucker. There we go.
No, I don't mean the legally distinct from the Harley-Davidson hog copyright Road Wild. I meant Hog Wild. I am breaking... if you're gay, you can break copyright during Pride Month. I actually checked. It's true.
Oh.
Check the back of the Constitution.
How about that?
Yeah.
Thanks, George Washington.
George Washington was like, also, all the cool gay streamers in 2018 can make all these jokes. So saith I, Georgie W.
All these facts are making it more difficult for me to play.
Well... Sorry that your brain is just overloaded by info and the truth.
That's true, I'm just learning too much.
Expanding your sheeple mind. Sorry. are.
I am not a sheeple.
You are no, you're not. Danny is not a sheeple. That's unfair.
I refuse to be categorized. Except for the categories I've chosen here on Twitch.
Video Game King, I do not know if George Washington was called Georgie, but he should have been. Thank you.
Ah, the classic flying stage. Nobody likes this level.
Go, Alex, go.
You talking to yourself?
I'm talking to that Alex.
Oh, that Alex, okay. Now, believe it or not...
Music sucks.
Yeah, the helicopter music is awful. Believe it or not, we're approaching the final level. This is a very short game. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Here we are. This is the level that emulates these free-roaming castle levels from Alex Kidd and, what was that one called? Miracle World.
Ah, yeah.
Miracle World actually had a couple levels like this, but here they saved it till the very end.
You just destroyed them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a cool lizard!
Mm-hmm. Game's got a lot of cool features. I like these blocks in the background that you can not just destroy, but also push around and ride on. It gives the game an extra dimension that platformers back then didn't really have. Even Mario, he would just, like, break the bricks. And that's why Alex Kidd is better than Mario, thank you.
Wow. Wow. Danny doesn't want to get Twitch partnership.
It's Pride Month. Alex Kidd is better than Mario.
That's true.
Now this level's full of a lot of nonsense, but honestly I'd say it's probably the high point of the game, because it's where it really combines Alex's different abilities in a meaningful way.
The background is actually with the city here that's on the side of the game screen. That's from, I want to say that's Streets of Rage, yeah?
Yep, that's Streets of Rage. It's one of about 10 different backgrounds you can pick from. You can also just choose all black, if that's the way you want to go.
Oh, it does have that option?
Mm-hmm. It defaults to this kind of eye-searing grid, but luckily you can change it.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. You too can pretend to speedrun, thanks to the PS4 Retro Genesis collection. I'm terrible at video games.
You're decent.
Oh, thanks.
Danny is... Well, you got owned.
Wait, didn't you see a few minutes ago? I'm a retro god.
You are... You're right.
I have a
I'm
trophy
sorry.
that proves it. A virtual trophy.
There's another one of those good lizard boys.
I'm gonna kick it in the face.
No!
Bam!
How dare you! Alright, I'm calling it. Danny is cancelled.
You just can't handle my opinions.
Yeah, that's right, I can't. I can't handle them at all, and I'm canceling you. Right this second. I'm pressing the circle button, hoping that backs out of the Danny menu.
Can't get rid of Danny that easily. Here's a part where you actually need to push the blocks around. There you go. Oh! I'm glad Alex wasn't watching.
I was just looking at chat talking about what is and isn't gay culture. Shockingly enough, everything is.
We should hash this out. It is the first of the month. A lot of discussing, a lot of things that need to be verified whether they're gay culture or not.
I hate that they disappear.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't disappear, blocks. Thanks.
I'm really conflicted about this game. This is the kind of game that I can't defend at all, and if you tried playing it for the first time in 2018, you would probably hate it. But as one of the maybe dozen of kids that had this game back when it was new, I like it. I'm sorry. I really like Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle. It's a very short game, and I can beat it really quickly, so that's why I like it. Sometimes that's all you need.
Alright, good luck, Danny.
Thank you.
Oh, look at them all!
It's the lizard room. I'll let him go.
Thank you.
Just for you.
Thank you, Danny.
Welcome to Alex Kidd's Lizard Sanctuary.
Oh, I thought I was gonna like poke you in the stomach there.
Oh yeah, it can.
I hate that.
Shortcut. Saves like 2 seconds. I actually wish there were more levels like this. I think that the game would be better if it had a first castle level where it was like this, but not as complex. That would be a nice build-up to this final
Oh my
level.
god, it's filling with toxic gas!
This is the hardest room. Didn't even need the rewind.
Nice.
Proud of you, Alex Kidd.
We all are proud of Alex.
Alex taking credit for all of Alex Kidd's hard work. Hey, want to know another shortcut? Hang on, I have another one. There. There, shortcut.
Oh, nice. You saved it.
Think of all that time I'm saving. Whew.
I was gonna say, Danny, you're about to get poisoned.
It's cool. Alex Kidd will live. Now, is this the final room? Yes, it is. Okay. Do y'all like glitches?
Yes, I love them.
Oh shit, that's not good. What if I did this? Yeah, here we go. It's Ashra.
Hey, Ashra.
Final boss is a guy with 6 arms. The most formidable Janken opponent. It's like a nightmare. Can we keep up with him? Yes, we can if we rewind. And he forces us into a rematch, because he's a jerk. And yeah, there is an item that lets you read your opponent's mind. It's pretty handy.
Nice.
It's not supposed to lose, and we're not supposed to have the pogo stick right now.
Danny? Holy shit!
I'm pretty sure that loops the castle around from the bottom, and it just totally fucks up the level. I think at this point you can't beat the game, so let's go ahead and rewind.
Yeah, Danny,
Also, if you try to skip the final Janken match with the final boss, the game will soft lock, so don't do that. This is where all the problems happened. There. See? It's all good.
there you go.
Okay, this guy needs 6 hits, so 3, 4,
Oh, Danny.
5,
Come on, Danny.
and the final hit.
Very
Bam!
slowly. Oh my god, his arms.
I ran over all his arms. And that's Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. It's good. It's short. That's why I like it.
Man, that was short. Yeah, this is kind of a pathetic final boss.
Merch, no, Monster World 4 is not on here. The only Wonder Boy game on here... Rather, there's 2 of them. There's Monster Lair and Monster World. Monster World, I think, was in the collection released for 360 and PS3 along with Monster World 4. They could have
Also-
put it on here.
Also, that guy, Ashra, is gay culture, too.
Yeah.
Who decided?
Alex's dad wasn't in trouble. In reality, he'd just been using Ashra as a servant. Oh, what?
What? Alex is astounded!
But was very glad to know that Thor was happy.
Yeah. Aww.
Hug.
And now he was... Everyone's overjoyed.
I merely went to another planet, didn't tell anyone, and took on an alien manservant. Do I gotta write you a novel? Come on.
Alex, your dad is kind of...
And that's where the Alex Kidd story ends, because that's the final Alex Kidd game. There you go.
His last and final appearance would be as a background guest character in Sega on the Dreamcast, where he is depressed and working retail.
Yep. Sorry about your dad, Alex. Dad likes to vacation on a freaking rock, paper, scissors planet.
Yeah, your dad's weird.
That's messed up. Why would anyone want that?
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's close things out with the final Mascot platformer on this list here.
Family Consumer, you are right. Alex Kidd was seen in Sonic Team All-Star Racing Transformed game.
That's right,
Racing.
yeah.
I butchered that. That's cool.
Alex, why don't you give me an interstitial while we power up the controllers again?
Yeah.
This is another co-op game. Go ahead and pick that first one.
First one?
Mm-hmm. Alright, bring us back.
We're back.
So we played this a couple weeks ago, the Turbo CD version. This was also released on the Mega Drive in Japan and Europe. This was never released in the States. And this version uses different graphics for everything. So this will be a little bit different game from what we saw on Turbo CD. We're beginners. Give me more credits, too.
A lot more, yeah.
So this game, if you missed the first time we played this exists kind of at the intersection between Wonder Boy and...
Sorry, I tried to start.
Oh, okay, let's try this again. This is between Wonder Boy and Monster World. This is like exactly the midpoint between those two games. There you are. Oh, you can stack! And what that means in terms of gameplay is this is an auto-scrolling platformer, weirdly enough. It kind of shares more in common with shoot-'em-ups than platformers, though. Since you're always firing these bullets. And eventually, the second half of each level you get to is just a full-blown shoot-'em-up. We have tons of lives, I don't care.
Did we? Did you reset the live thing?
No.
Okay.
Everyone goes in the lake. Alright, right now I'm noticing there's a lot more slowdown in this game than there was in the Turbo CD version. Maybe that's because we're in co-op mode. I did play the Turbo CD 1 player. But so far, at least, that's the one thing I'm noticing about this port in particular. Yeah, stand on my head. I like that aspect, actually. Kind of reminds me of Mystical Ninja.
Well,
Continue. You have a dragon friend.
I know,
That's cool.
it's good.
Boy, that slowdown is just constant, isn't it? Wonder Boy in Slowdown World. Alright, now we're at the shoot-'em-up component.
This game is Wonder Boy 3, yeah?
Yep, Wonder Boy 3 Monster
Oh my god,
Lair.
look at my little friend!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're both riding... Looks like Slowpoke
I was
from
gonna say
Pokemon.
a Slowpoke!
Must be one of those weird beta Slowpokes.
By the way, if you haven't checked that out, the beta Pokemon, and I know you have if you're in our chat, but to like anybody watching who hasn't,
Yep, there were early Space World versions of Pokemon Gold discovered just within the last couple days. It's full of all like these prototype Pokemon. At some point, all the Pokemon existed as little orbs in baby form.
Some of these Pokemon kicked ass. Like, there's a version of Farfetch'd who looks like the belle of the ball and like a mask and everything. They look like Tuxedo Mask, but like...
I just like the Meowth orb.
Oh, I love the Meowth. I like, there was one Pokemon who was just a gun. I like that one.
Yes, the gun.
That's hilarious.
I'm surprised they even made that at all. Like, they had to have considered at some point that they're going to put this in a cartoon.
Yeah, I think that's why they were like, I think that's why they changed the design to be less military-esque. They're like, I guess this won't sell as well in,
Be a Pokemon trainer. You can have a friend who's also a gun.
I'm not had less lives this time. I don't think it carried over when you reset the game. There you go, kick ass.
Yeah, call me kick-ass.
My brain hurts, okay?
Yeah. Same.
I also like the Porygon, early version of Porygon, which is just like the Orb Lion, the Pond de Leon.
Oh, yeah, the Orb Lion.
I like Orb Lion.
Blow up that melon. Alex, why don't you try something for me? Do you have control over fast forward and slow motion? I mean,
Nope.
rewind? Okay, good. That's actually a good thing. If more than one player had control over time, that would be way too much power.
Would.
You wouldn't get anything done.
Rip these monkeys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
fuck them.
It's not fair, come on.
So far, I can't really say whether this game's art style is better or worse than the Turbo CD one. The enemies definitely look different, but not that much so. It was great how you jumped and put me right in that line of enemies.
And then the enemy circled around to kick my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Help!
I'm dead, it's all you now.
I tripped. I'm getting a lot of donuts on Donut Day.
Yeah. Happy Donut Day, everyone.
Happy Donut Day. It's very nice of them to give everyone, every LGBTQIA person a donut.
Mm-hmm, it's true.
I actually haven't had any donuts today. I should fix
I
that.
haven't either.
Are we not valid?
You're not valid unless you eat a donut on Donut Day. It seems slower than the Turbo CD one, doesn't it? Maybe that's just my imagination.
No, it
Not
does.
just with the slowdown, I mean like the actual pace.
Well, game over.
There you go. There's Monster Lair,
That
another
is-
version of it.
Monster Boys.
It does also
Monster
exist
Town.
on the Sega Mega Drive. And the European version, you can actually import and play it straight up on a Sega Genesis in the United States. No console modification required. If that's something you want to do.
Yeah.
So, this collection, in summary, the thing I said about the sound being unacceptable, that's what really defines what I think about this game. I would say do not buy this until they specifically fix that. Because that is shit. Fix that.
Fix it.
Please.
Make game good.
You can add whatever bullshit you want to this room, but just make the game actually be like the original Genesis versions instead of hissing and popping all over the place and making those horrible audio buzzes.
Okay, so can I have a really petty complaint?
Sure.
I don't like how on the shelf, because of the lighting, some of those titles are hard to read.
It's
See?
true, yeah, look at that.
Like, what's that? Oh, it's shining in the darkness.
Ironically, it's not shining in the darkness. Shining Force isn't doing a great job of shining either.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to read. That's my only complaint, is that the titles that aren't...
Still,
Well-
I'm super envious of this setup. I really want a bookshelf with, like, these little lights above them. I think that looks really cool.
Oh, add something to your favorites, because I actually like this.
Oh yeah, check this out. So you can add games to your favorites, and they're put to the left of this giant novelty die
I kind of like that.
to
I think
actually
that's really-
separate them out. That is cool.
That is really neat. Yes, this is better. While this does have a lot of flaws and definitely needs fixing, it is still better than the at-games consoles, yes.
True. The sound isn't as bad as those. And honestly, I've heard worse sound emulation, like the Genesis Dreamcast Smash Pack. What was that called? The Sega Smash Pack for Sega Dreamcast.
Also-
That had really bad sound.
It did. Oh my god, it really did. It had that, that's why Busy Town is so good.
Yeah.
Also, info from the bootleg experts, Taizo and Codeman in chat, a bunch of unlicensed games jack the sound engine from Monster Lair. So there's a lot
Oh,
of
neat.
sound effects in there you can hear in other bootleg Genesis games, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
nothing will ever be as good as M2.
So, in summary, this is not worth buying currently at the moment, but it may be. They've shown willingness to update this, and the PC version gets regular updates, so maybe they'll fix the sound issue. I have
they
hope
will.
for that. Otherwise, there is a lot to like about this. The rewind and fast forward, again, makes games especially like Shining Force way better than their console originals because they can go at a pace that isn't glacial. You can actually determine the pace of the game and make it go faster. Also, didn't mention it before, some games you can change the region on. Look at this, you can play the Japanese Dynamite Heady.
Okay, that's really cool.
The one without the fucked up difficulty. You can also play European Alien Soldier and, amazingly, Japanese Bare Knuckle 3.
Yes!
Yeah, that's kind of a hugely different game from US Streets of Rage 3, so that's pretty major.
That is super cool. Okay, that is super, super cool.
This collection just leaves me conflicted because it catches up with emulation software in terms of features, but it gets the emulation so wrong that it's just irritating. Maybe one of these days this will be a worthwhile collection. That's my hope, anyway.
Hey, what's on the bookshelf?
Bookshelf?
Yeah, to the left. Up. Like that. See with the 8-ball? Can you look at that?
Yeah.
Nice. 90s fashion, an apology. Cassettes, a dying medium. The interweb. Invest now. D3T Guide to Games and Y2K, The Lie. That's a really terrible way to format your book title, I gotta say.
Please no one read D3T Guide to Games, at least not before they fix the sound. So yeah, neat collection. For most people, this is probably good enough. This is a good enough way to relive the Sega Genesis. If you have standards, this collection will piss you off.
Mm-hmm.
That pretty much sums it up. So, before we get to our grand Mascot Friday rankings, I'm going to do what I promised.
Oh my god.
Let me take a drink of water here. This is going to be...
Okay!
This is my big project for the day.
Get your Twitch clip tool ready.
I'm going to rank every single game in this collection with a score out of 10. I will not explain these scores, or justify them, or discuss them. I will just say that they are final and indisputable. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright.
Ready?
Let's do this. Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, 7 out of 10. Alien Soldier, 10. Alien Storm, 7. Altered Beast, 6. Beyond Oasis, 8. Biohazard Battle, 7. Bonanza Brothers, 7. Columns, 7? Columns 3, 8. Comic Zone is an interesting one. Let's say 7. Crackdown, 8. Decap Attack, 7. Mean Bean Machine, 8. Dynamite Heady, 10. eSWAT, 6. Fatal Labyrinth, 7.
10.
Flicky, okay, also 10. Flicky, 7. Game Ground, 8. Galaxy Force 2, 4. Not a good game.
Mm-mm.
Golden Axe, 8. Golden Axe 2, 6. Golden Axe 3, 4. Fucking diminishing returns, the series, right here. Gunstar Heroes, 10. Of course. Come on. This is me you're talking about. Kid Chameleon. Let's wait on that. Landstalker, 9. Great game. Light Crusader, 6. Disappointing game. Phantasy Star 2, 8. Phantasy Star 3, 6. Phantasy Star 4, 10. Ristar, 7. Shadow Dancer, 8. Shining in the Darkness, 7. Shining Force, 9. Shining Force 2, 8. Shinobi 3, 9. Sonic the Hedgehog, 8. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 10.
Yes.
Sonic 3D Blast, 6. Sonic Spinball, 5. Space Harrier 2, 6. Streets of Rage, 9. Streets of Rage 2, 8. Streets of Rage 3, 5. Played through it for the first time earlier today. Piece of shit. What the fuck?
Wow!
Super Thunderblade 2. Worst game in the collection, by far.
Yeah.
Sword of Vermilion, 6, if I'm being nice. Revenge of Shinobi, 8. Toejam and Earl, 10. Panic on Funkotron, let's discuss that.
Okay.
And finally, Vector Man, 3. Vector Man 2, 1. Virtua Fighter 2, 4. Monster Lair, we'll discuss it. Wonder Boy and Monster World, 8. Thank you.
People disagreed.
These are all correct. You cannot dispute that. Especially Vector Man.
I'm seeing a lot of aggressive, angry... let's not open our packages for a while, okay?
Seriously, let me go off on a brief 30-second rant here. I spent 2 hours earlier today playing through Streets of Rage 3 for the first time. At the end of the first hour, I reached what I thought was the final boss, and I thought, okay, that game was really long, but if they cut this game in half, it would be good. And then it went on for 2 more levels! That game's way too long and way too difficult, and someday I'll play Bare Knuckle 3, but I'm too angry right now. One of these days. One of these days. So now that we've got everyone good and riled up, why don't we do the official rankings?
Oh, there's a lot of disputing. Just 1 second while I lock my Twitter account.
I know I'm going to get a lot of blowback for some of that, especially Streets of Rage 3, which has a fan base for some reason.
Oh my god, Danny. Remember, direct your complaints to Danny.
Maybe it would have been better in co-op, but Christ almighty. Also, Golden Axe 2 was way worse than I remember. Just so much filler. Streets of Rage 3 is basically the Golden Axe 2 of the Streets of Rage series.
Did you play Bare Knuckle 3 or Streets of Rage 3?
I played Streets of Rage 3, the one with the fucked up difficulty.
So we aren't ranking Bare Knuckle 3. Bear with us with that.
That one I haven't played yet.
Okay, good. So,
But the version that Sega released in the States is fucked up beyond all recognition. Do not recommend. Luckily, we're not ranking beat-em-ups. We're ranking mascot platformers.
hell yes.
Hey, remember that? That's a thing we do before I went around pissing everyone off.
Oh god, someone's already outside our window screaming. Help us all.
That's a tree, Alex. I think it is.
That tree has a lot of opinions about Streets of Rage. Okay, so can we please rank some mascot platformers?
Let's do that. Okay, if you're new to Mascot Friday, what we do is we play the games, then we rank them on this big master list. Currently 140 games strong, I think, right?
We're gonna get to 150 this one.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
150 strong.
Actually, maybe at 149. We'll see.
And if you're in the chat, this is your time to make a case for or against the games we played tonight in order to better rank their final judgment. To make it sound as dramatic as possible. This stream has gone on way too long.
Yeah.
I am just full of fighting energy right now.
People are disowning us left and right. We are no longer valid. The Pride Month bubble has burst.
I've been disinvited from all the local classic gaming expos.
All right. So first of all, what did we play first? I'm so.
The first game we played was Toejam and Earl in Panic on Funkotron.
Ooh, better. I would say better than Bubsy.
I would say so too, but chat, this is where you get to say better or worse than Bubsy because we have a new Franker Faces
Yes.
determining this. If you think a game is better than Bubsy, why don't you do an Angel Bubsy? Worse than Bubsy? Vote Devil Bubsy. Just a nice visual way to easily see how different people are feeling about this. Now, personally, I thought Panic on Funkotron was a fairly fascinating game. It used very large sprites. It had almost no slowdown, even though it was co-op and just was pushing all kinds of colors and sprites around the screen at once. And the gameplay was kind of exploration-based. It wasn't direct left to right.
All right. I'm seeing. Let's see. I see a Devil Bubsy. One Devil Bubsy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have other Angel Bubsies because people without Frankers are just using angels. Better than Bubsy, but not by much. Better than Bubsy, better than Bubsy. Evil Bubsy is RP, then capital Devil Bubsy. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's better than Bubsy. It's better than Bubsy.
Okay.
It's just a stream of those beautiful...
It's official.
Bubsies.
Better than Bubsy. Turn down the music a little bit.
Oh, there's music.
I put on some nice background music from Phantasy Star 3 here to suit the mood.
Alright, we're getting a lot of those Angel Bubsies.
Alright,
Okay,
so
so better.
the thing is, it's a very slow game. This isn't really a reflex-driven platformer. It's not really defined by momentum or really the kind of skills you'd associate with a platformer. This is more of an explore 'em up. And yet, for what it is, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I actually would like to play it, like, sometime. Again.
I would too.
It's like, yeah.
Just free of expectations or anything. Just going around trapping all those humans. Alright, so where do we put this thing on the list? It's better than Bubsy.
It is.
We know that for sure. But how much better than Bubsy?
My complaints with the game are it's slow. It's very plotting. Kind of confusing at times, but it's so interesting.
And it has a really distinct style.
Yes.
Multiple distinct styles, like just those funk bonus levels where everything turns scribbly. I really like the way that looked. So on my scale, I would give it either a 7 or 8 out of 10. Let's say 7.5.
Okay.
But in terms of our list, where does that really figure in?
Well, Super Putty is another kind of explore 'em up.
That's
but
a
I
good
think
point
it's
of
a little bit better
comparison.
than I think it's better than Normie's Beach Baborama.
I enjoyed it more than those two games, yeah.
Yeah.
Move up a little bit.
A little bit more here.
I don't want to put it too high, but it does deserve recognition for what it did.
Maybe like Dino City, maybe between Claymates and Dino City. Let's check chat. Chat says put it above Bug 2. Uzi says worse than Shinobi X. And Video Game King says about the same as Global Gladiators.
Okay, so we're around the range where we want it. Let's say I'm going to use Skeleton Warriors as a base for no reason whatsoever.
Okay,
I think
sounds
it's
good.
better than Skeleton Warriors.
I agree, it is better than Skeleton Warriors.
What do y'all say between Chuck Rock 2 and Skeleton Warriors? I really like Chuck Rock 2.
I do too.
It was a really fun game. Panic on Funkotron was also fun in a really different way.
Okay. Well, let's see. Chat is ranking it a lot lower than you are. They're like just barely above Moonwalker, below Clockwork Knight.
Okay, my experience was just the first couple levels, so it may get tedious later on.
I-
I'm willing
I-
to listen to people if they've played more of it.
But everyone else, I think everyone else thinks this placement is fine. Blab says Chuck Rock 2 is better than Toejam and Earl 2. Yeah. And then Video Game King says that's fine. And yeah.
Let's do it.
And Scarlet Swordfish says fanfic on Funkotron. So, all right, barely better.
It's decided.
Just barely better than Skeleton Warriors.
Skeleton Warriors did have more skeletons.
It's an entire row.
Yes.
Why is it getting this? Okay, there we go. The Toejam and Earl 2.
I think it's just Toejam and Earl Panic on
I
Funkotron,
think you're right.
not a numbered sequel. And in any case, it's better than Toejam and Earl 3.
It is. Alright, that is for... Are we gonna... I guess we're judging the... Are we judging it as Genesis or
Just
PS?
say Genesis.
Okay. Only you all will know our secret.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
We played the filthy PS4 version, Sega and Sega.
Really? It says it was, Electric Boogaloo says it was developed by Johnson Warsonger Productions.
Well, if you can spell that, go ahead and put it in there.
Luckily, Electric Boogaloo spelled it out for me already.
Good.
So. Okay, it's Funkotron, so let me fix that. I don't want to be inaccurate.
Actually, it's Funkotron.
Actually, it's Fuckboytron. Moving on!
Toejam's the original fuckboy.
Jesus!
So the next game we played was a game called Kid Chameleon. Now this game, I'm conflicted on. As I said, it's pretty much an American Atlantis no Nazo for all that it
Yes.
entails. Huge game. More than you'll see in 100 playthroughs, probably. That's also kind of its downfall, because there's just so much you'll never get to it, and the game's really difficult, making it hard to explore. So I admire its ambition, but boy, I just can't get past this game's generic look, is the thing. All the sprites are really small. It just looks like a generic game to me. What do you think?
Well, let's see. Better. Okay, 1, 2, 3 better. Worse, better, worse. So people are really
Oh
conflicted.
man, we are
Some
right on
people-
the fence here.
Yeah, some people say it's equal to Bubsy, so...
I could hear that argument.
Yeah, we have RP equal Bubsy. I may actually... I may make one of those myself for equal Bubsy. But,
Bubsy does share, like, a similar number of downsides. There are good things about Bubsy, and there's also many bad things. Much like Kid Chameleon, so I guess they sit in good company together. Why don't you go to right to Bubsy?
oh, Bubsy's right at 100 right now, technically.
Oh, wow.
So proud of you, Bubs.
It's a sign.
Alright, so chat is pretty conflicted on this, whether it's worse or better.
Alright, think of what's better. Boogerman, Mickey no Tokyo Disneyland Daiboken, Wolfchild. What about those games? Is it better or worse than those? Also ask yourself the same question about the games directly below Bubsy. Now, if it were me, I would say slightly above Bubsy. I would put it... Oh, it's at least better than Wolfchild, isn't it? Right?
I'd actually put it right below Curse of the Sword, because that's another exploratory type game.
I'd say so too. Tomb Raider had a lot going on, and it was pretty impressive for Game Boy. So temporarily we're saying between Tomb Raider and Wolfchild.
Well, a lot of folks think Wolfchild is better than this, so...
Is it? Well, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah, everyone's like, Wolfchild has a Wolfchild, so... Kid Chameleon.
Fair.
Fair.
It did have that great opening introduction, and it did have a dude transforming into a wolf. However, Kid Chameleon had you transform into a freaking Megadeth tank that shoots out skulls.
Yeah, I kind of want to say just above Wolfchild.
Wolf versus tank, who will win?
I liked Wolfchild, but I really, really liked... I didn't really like, but I enjoyed... Man...
How about between Wolfchild and Mickey no Tokyo Disneyland?
You know, I think that's fair.
Yeah, we might get some pushback on Wolfchild, but I think if we just push it down one notch, that should be good.
I think that's fair. In fact,
I think it's definitely better than Mickey no Tokyo Disneyland. And
You know-
Wolfchild's got a lot of fans.
I think that's it. I'm putting it there.
Let's do it. The
Final,
Wolfchild
yeah.
lobby has won. You've made your voices heard. Let no one say the system doesn't work.
Alright, it is by Sega and developed by Sega Technical Institute. Wow, I want to get a degree from there.
You can major in business management or accounting.
Or TV VCR repair.
I'm looking at gun repair.
Fix that gun, Pokemon.
Alright, couple more games to finish things out. Next up, we played a personal favorite, Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle.
Good game.
Now, I know y'all are all gonna say this is better than Bubsy, because it's totally better than Bubsy. It is so much better than Bubsy.
It is better than Bubsy.
Sure, you die in one hit. Sure, the controls are terrible, but...
Danny played it when he was a child, so
Exactly.
it's better than Bubsy.
Exactly. I wish I could make a better argument. He does have a ton of items he can use. The Jankin element is bad. I'm not going to try and defend that. That is straight up a bad thing to put in the game. However, with modern emulators, you can cheat past it at least. I'll give you that.
Chad disagrees with you greatly. I am seeing Devil Bubsy, Devil Bubsy, Devil Bubsy, Devil Bubsy.
This is revenge for what I said about Streets of Rage 3, right?
This actually may be revenge for what you said about Sonic Spinball.
What did I say about Sonic Spinball?
I don't even remember, but revenge.
I had Sonic Spinball. I like it, but...
Devil Bubsy, Devil Bubsy, Devil Bubsy, Devil Bubsy. One or two Angel Bubbies, but a lot of people really...
Angel Bubbies.
doing it again. Well, I'm calling them Bubbies now. So many Bubbies.
Everyone submit your Bubbies. Well, despite what I think, this is not about my feelings. This is about science. And science has proven that this game is definitely worse than Bubsy. I'm going to be nice to Alex. I'm not going to put it that much worse than Bubsy, because I still think it's fun. It's still playable. You just got to spend a little bit more time with it. And, you know, maybe I feel bad for Alex Kidd losing out to Sonic the Hedgehog. Just some asshole animal. I mean, he's not even human. He's just some blue hedgehog. What could he do? Start his own culture? Oh, wait, he kind of did. It's called the internet.
Why?
I say Alex Kidd is better than Earl the Acrobat. Wait, this is still better than Bubsy, isn't it?
No, Bubsy's right here.
Okay. I'm not willing to say that it's that much worse than Bubsy, because it isn't.
I'd actually just put it right below Bubsy.
You think so?
Yes.
Alright, what do y'all say? Between Bubsy and Psycho Fox, or between Psycho Fox and Earl the Acrobat?
Crush Gals, no, it is not worse than Family Dog.
God, no. Go play Family Dog.
Alright,
You'll see.
Taizo says between Psycho Fox and Arrow. I actually think that's pretty fair.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
And Shaq says better than Psycho Fox. So around the Psycho Fox range, either above or below. I'm not putting it below Arrow the Acrobat. I cannot do that. I cannot abide that.
It's better than Bravo, man. You gotta admit that. And Arrow had a lot of problems. The sequel was better, and Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel was better. Yeah, fuck it. Between Psycho Fox and freaking Arrow, yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright, so
I don't feel good about this, but this is a majority opinion. Again, not about my feelings. I have to distance myself from Alex Kidd.
And that's a Sega and Sega R&D 2. I was leaving Sega.
Yeah.
Alright.
Last up, Wonder Boy 3 in Monster Lair. Now, this is a game I feel if you just saw the Genesis footage, you may not have a good impression of this. If you go back to our TurboGrafx CD stream, I played a lot more levels than what we saw tonight. And honestly, I feel that version's a little bit better. We didn't test out the co-op in that, but the slowdown was way better in single player on Turbo CD. And it had that soundtrack full of all that guitar shredding. It was basically just a dude going nuts on a guitar the entire time.
It was awesome.
Now, my gut opinion, I don't really have a strong opinion. I'd say it's
I don't
around
either.
Bubsy. But what do y'all say?
I would put it above Bubsy. Yeah, I'm seeing better than Bubsy, better than Bubsy, better than Bubsy, better than Bubsy with the flames. Yeah, I think chat thinks it's better than Bubsy.
Okay. Maybe we don't feel super strongly about it. It is a good game. It's just not super great. Again, the midpoint between classic Wonder Boy and modern Monster World. It was just trapped in the middle.
Oh, that's a fair point. This is also not the greatest port, and it is well, I can't see the complaint. I can't see the opinion because it scrolled away, so it doesn't exist.
Good.
Sorry to whoever said that. Okay, people. Let's see here.
All right, I see. Let's start out with Pac-Land as a starting point. I think that's a good point. Those are both arcade side-scrollers and both kind of prototypical for the kinds of games that would come later. So, better than Pac-Land.
I guess Wonder Boy 3 is barely a platformer. I guess I could see that.
It's totally a platformer.
But Danny calls it a platformer, so sorry. Sorry.
You go around jumping on platforms.
Yeah, our rules of platformers are well, then, isn't it more of a run and gun, then? But we included run and guns, so... Listen, if there are gaps you can jump over where I think we're considering it a platformer.
Yep, we jumped plenty of gaps.
Also, it was super cute, so it's a mascot.
Yeah, it's so cute it has to be a mascot platformer.
Okay, so...
So where are we putting this thing?
Well, above Bubsy, for sure.
Alright, let me throw one out. Between Pac-Land and...
Marvel Land?
Marvel Land.
I actually think that would be really fair for this, because...
Those are two Namco games that did a similar thing, but Pac-Land had both its release date and just general polish on its side. Marvel Land tried to do a lot, and in the end, it was just kind of a mess.
Oh, Taizo says above The Apprentice.
Ooh.
Is Not a Crook says couple spots above Gex. I can see that. Man, people like that. I actually think around the Gex, The Apprentice range. I
Think so?
You know,
okay,
yeah,
let's do it.
Scroll it up. I think it should be a little further up.
Fuck it, man. It's Friday.
Marvel Land was a platformer about a theme park.
It was.
I didn't enjoy it very much, which is wild because I love theme parks.
All right, new suggestion between Congo's Caper and Gex. How about that?
I actually like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, Gex, I would say, was a little bit less fun than Monster Lair. I can't quantify that in any way, but that's what I feel.
It's what's in your heart.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. My heart is telling me between Gex and Congo's Caper.
That's how I'm feeling, too.
Let's do it. Let's go with our feelings.
All right, we're doing it.
Just like I said I wouldn't go with my feelings for Alex Kidd. This time I'm totally going with my feelings.
All right.
I feel good about this. Monster Lair is a pretty good game. You should check it out. It's just, you gotta be realistic about this. Every game's gotta have some kind of ranking. Not every game can be a Kirby or a Sonic. Sometimes you're just a Monster Lair, and that's okay.
It is okay. Okay, Sega and Westone. West one. Westone.
Alright, scroll to the bottom. Did we reach 150, as you predicted?
Yes!
There you go. 150 games ranked on Mascot Friday from the Retro Pals. We did it. Now we never have to rank another one again. Oh, wait, no, we still have hundreds to go.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Our work will never be over, but for now, I think this is a pretty good list. As usual, you can find the current version of this list on our website, retropals.club. Feel free to visit there and go over the list and find new things to get mad at us about, aside from my Streets of Rage 3 opinions.
Yeah, go to retropals.club, it's good.
Yeah. Go there this weekend to get nice and angry. What's that?
I just said, like, also, I just want to mention we are also at, we are also featured on Game in Love, which is a new, especially it's right here for Pride Month, it's a new kind of a web ring for queer creators. So go check out Game in Love if you are into that. We are there and we are cool.
Yeah. We're there in good company with sites like Bad Game Hall of Fame and Gaming Hell. All the best websites for weird video games. We fit right in, I think. Good stuff.
Yeah, we will be updating the mascot list right after the stream.
Please look forward to it. All right, that's it.
That's it.
So in summary, Sega Genesis Classics, wait for an update. I have hopes, because there's so much good in this collection that really it's a shame that so few things bring it down. But they do. These are critical things that need to be fixed. Sega, fix it.
Fix it, Sega.
The Genesis deserves better.
Oh,
you know
yeah, and Taizo's on that list, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a list of just really good stuff. It's like legit, everyone on that site is just like, oh, I already read this site, and it's good.
Join my web ring.
Yeah, it's a real web ring. Join
Web wing.
I can't talk. I spelled Genesis Genesis, and chat went hog wild on that, which thank you. The Genesis.
Genesis.
Sorry.
Good stuff.
Thank you all so much for watching.
That concludes another week of Retro Pals stuff. I hope you enjoyed. That was a pretty fun week. We got some 3DO craziness in there. We ranked some solid Sega Genesis platformers. We gave Kid Chameleon the thrashing it deserved. And we were a little bit too mean to poor Alex Kidd. You better be nice to him over the next week. He's going to be pretty sensitive about this.
He'll understand.
I hope so.
He's just happy anyone's talking about him as he works at he probably works at Target right now.
Freaking Woolworths, if any of those are still open.
No.
He found the one surviving Kmart and he's working there.
He's so sad. He works at Sears and he is just on edge whether or not they're going to close his location. He survived three closing waves and he is just praying that this thing lasts a little bit longer.
Good luck, Alex Kidd. Good luck out there.
Good luck. Well, we'll see you again on Monday, right?
Oh, yeah. Next Monday, we will be back. Next week's theme, as I promised/threatened a couple weeks ago, you're going to see the full power of the TurboGrafx CD, because next week is all about PC Engine Super CD-ROM games. The good ones. The real good ones. Patrons, you can go to patreon.com/retropals, and you can vote on a new poll we put up this afternoon. This is a usual make-your-own-stream kind of poll. We put up 10 PC Engine Super CD-ROM games, and the ones that get the most votes are what we're going to play next Wednesday. So vote on that. There's a lot of good games in there. We got weird beat-em-ups like Ane-san, we got shoot-em-ups like I Cho Anarchy, and we have the classic Dracula X, if you really want to see us play that.
People are screaming Rondo of Blood.
Rondo of Blood is really fucking good, dude. I want to play that.
I hope so.
With our luck, though, we'll probably end up playing, like, fucking Baby Joe Goes Home or something.
Baby Joe goes to the Mathemagics Cube.
Yes, back to the cube.
Back to it. Alright, so I guess we'll all see you on Monday.
Yep, Monday we'll also be playing more PC Engine CD-ROM games, to be determined.
Yeah.
It'll be a surprise. You'll see. We're also on YouTube as RetroPals, and on Twitter at RetroPalsHQ. Be sure to follow us there. We post all kinds of fun things. Let us know if you got any good clips to share. I know we had some good ones this week, especially with that 3DO stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing that. You know, socialing, being viral.
We're just gonna go around making viral tweets, jokes.
I was just planning on catching a bunch of diseases, but if you want to do it that way.
Well, not until we get better insurance, honey, okay?
Oh, yeah, I gotta get that checked out first.
Yeah,
Well, we clearly have a lot of work to do, but in the meantime, I hope you all have a good weekend. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.
See ya, folks.